the M16 rifle, a weapon synonymous with modern warfare. But its journey began far from the battlefields, in the mind of a visionary designer. Eugene Stoner envisioned a lightweight, rapid-firing rifle that could outperform its rivals. His creation, the AR-15, caught the eye of the United States military. They saw its potential and adopted a modified version as the M16. This new rifle was lighter and fired smaller bullets than the older M14. The M16 promised to revolutionize combat, offering soldiers a technological edge. Little did anyone know this promise would be tested in the harshest of environments. The jungles of Vietnam became the proving ground for the M16. American soldiers deployed to this unforgiving new theater were issued the rifle. The M16 was a radical departure from the weapons they were used to. It was lighter, yes, but also unfamiliar. The transition wasn't seamless. Soldiers accustomed to older rifles had to adapt quickly. The humid, tropical environment of Vietnam presented a new challenge. Mud, rain, and dense foliage were constant companions. The M16, designed for different conditions, soon showed its vulnerabilities in this harsh, new reality. Reports from the front lines started to paint a worrying picture. The M16, hailed as a game-changer, was malfunctioning with alarming regularity. Soldiers found themselves in the heat of battle, their rifles jamming when they needed them most. The culprit was a combination of factors. The ammunition used in the M16 was different from what was originally intended. This new ammunition produced more residue, fouling the rifle's mechanism. The humid conditions of Vietnam exacerbated the problem, causing further buildup. Cleaning kits were not readily available, and soldiers lacked proper training on how to maintain their rifles in such harsh environments. The result was a weapon prone to jamming, putting soldiers' lives at risk. Section 4 lives in the balance, the cost of malfunctions. Imagine yourself a soldier in Vietnam. The air is thick with humidity and the dense foliage surrounds you, making every step a cautious one. The jungle is alive with the sounds of gunfire. The enemy is close. You can hear the rustling of leaves and the distant shouts of your comrades. You raise your M16, ready to engage, but nothing happens. A jam. Your heart races as you realize your weapon has failed you at the worst possible moment. Panic sets in as you struggle to clear the malfunction while under fire. Each second feels like an eternity as bullets whiz past you. This was the reality for many soldiers during the Vietnam War. The M16, a weapon they relied on, often let them down. The M16's jamming issue had deadly consequences. In the heat of battle, a malfunction could mean the difference between life and death. Soldiers were wounded or killed because their rifles failed them in crucial moments. The cost of these malfunctions was measured in lives lost and injuries sustained. The psychological impact was profound. The constant fear of a weapon malfunction added to the already immense stress of combat. Trust in their weapons eroded, replaced by fear and uncertainty. Soldiers began to doubt whether their rifles would function when they needed them most. Every time they squeezed the trigger, there was a chance their rifle wouldn't fire. This uncertainty haunted them, making an already dangerous situation even more perilous. Section 5, a race against time, searching for solutions. As reports of the M16's problems reached home, the military faced mounting pressure to find solutions. Something had to be done, and fast. Modifications were made to the rifle itself, including a chrome-plated barrel to resist corrosion and a forward assist to help force the bolt closed. New cleaning kits were issued, and soldiers received more training on how to maintain their weapons in adverse conditions. Ammunition was also changed back to the original type, which produced less residue. These changes, implemented over time, aimed to address the root causes of the jamming issue and restore confidence in the M16. Section 6, Lessons Learned. The M16's impact on military thinking. The M16's jamming problems in Vietnam had a profound impact on the way the military approached weapon design and soldier training. The rifle's frequent malfunctions in the humid and muddy conditions of the Vietnamese jungles were a stark reminder that theoretical performance on paper doesn't always translate to real-world reliability. It highlighted the importance of rigorous testing in realistic conditions. The military realized that weapons needed to be tested in environments that closely mimicked the actual conditions soldiers would face in combat. This led to a shift in how new weapons were evaluated and tested before being deployed. A weapon that performs flawlessly in a sterile testing environment might fail catastrophically in the mud and rain of a battlefield. The M16's issues underscored the necessity of ensuring that weapons could withstand the harshest conditions imaginable. The need for proper training and maintenance was also driven home. Soldiers had to be trained not just in how to use their weapons, but also in how to maintain and troubleshoot them under pressure. This became a critical component of military training programs. Soldiers need to be intimately familiar with their weapons and how to keep them operational regardless of the conditions. This intimate knowledge could mean the difference between life and death in the heat of battle. The M16's shortcomings forced a reassessment of the military's procurement processes and their approach to equipping soldiers for the challenges of modern warfare. The lessons learned from the M16 experience led to more stringent evaluation criteria and a more soldier-centric approach to weapon design and procurement, ensuring that future weapons would be more reliable and effective in the field. Section 7, Beyond Vietnam, the legacy of the M16's jamming issue. The M16, despite its early troubles, went on to become one of the most recognizable and widely used rifles in history. Initially, the rifle faced significant criticism due to its tendency to jam, especially in the harsh conditions of the Vietnam War. Soldiers often found themselves in dire situations, struggling with a weapon that was supposed to be their lifeline. Its design, though flawed at first, proved adaptable and capable of evolution. Over the years, numerous modifications and improvements were made to address the jamming issues, transforming the M16 into a reliable and effective weapon. These changes included better materials, improved cleaning kits, and more rigorous training for soldiers on weapon maintenance. But the lessons learned from its jamming issue continue to resonate today. Modern military training emphasizes the importance of regular maintenance and understanding the mechanics of one's weapon. The M16's early failures highlighted the critical need for thorough testing and feedback from the field. The M16 serves as a constant reminder that even the most advanced technology can fail, and that the human element, in terms of training and maintenance, is just as critical as the weapon itself. The rifle's journey from a problematic tool to a trusted companion on the battlefield underscores the importance of adaptability and continuous improvement. The M16's story is a testament to the importance of learning from mistakes, adapting to challenges, and never underestimating the importance of a reliable weapon in the hands of a well-trained soldier. It stands as a symbol of resilience and the